Hello and welcome to Rapid Report, your go-to source for fast, in-depth updates on the most pressing political and legal stories around the world. Today, we bring you an explosive development in the federal classified documents case involving former President Donald Trump. A newly surfaced audio recording from 2021 has revealed Trump discussing and holding what he himself called a highly confidential military document concerning U.S. plans related to Iran, and he did so in front of individuals without security clearance. This recording directly contradicts Trump's later statements, where he insisted he only had newspaper clippings and no classified material. Legal experts are saying the tape could dramatically strengthen the federal prosecution's case, raising potential issues of false statements, mishandling of classified information, and even violations of the Espionage Act. In this report, we will break down the key revelations from the tape, explore the legal implications, and explain why this could be a major turning point in one of the most closely watched investigations in recent U.S. history. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from Rapid Report. And if you find this coverage insightful, give us a like and share it with friends who follow breaking news and political developments. In a striking development in the federal classified documents investigation involving former President Donald Trump, CBS News has obtained a previously unreported audio recording from 2021. The recording, tied to interviews conducted for the memoir of former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, captures Trump discussing and displaying what he calls a highly confidential military document concerning U.S. plans related to Iran. The emergence of the tape is sending ripples through legal circles, potentially complicating Trump's defense and reinforcing key elements of the federal prosecution. CBS obtains the recording. Journalists with CBS obtained the recording amid a broader review of interviews used in Meadows' upcoming memoir. Sources indicate the clip was captured in mid-2021 and had not been previously disclosed to investigators or the public. Analysts suggest the audio could be particularly consequential because it directly documents Trump acknowledging possession of classified information. Legal experts argue that this could undercut his defense strategy and provide prosecutors with a strong tool to challenge claims he had no sensitive documents. Trump discusses a secret Iran attack plan. In the recording, Trump is heard discussing a document created by General Mark Milley and the Department of Defense, describing a U.S. military plan against Iran. Trump not only references the document but appears to physically hold it while speaking to a small group of individuals who lacked security clearance. He repeatedly emphasizes the sensitivity of the material, describing it as highly confidential and noting that it was given to me. The audio portrays a scenario in which Trump knowingly shares details of a classified plan with people who are not authorized to view it, raising immediate questions about potential legal violations. Contradiction with Trump's later statements. The newly surfaced audio stands in sharp contrast to Trump's public statements and sworn testimony in the months following the recording. Throughout the federal investigation, Trump maintained that he possessed no classified documents, claiming he only retained newspaper clippings at his private residences, including Mar-a-Lago. The Bedminster, New Jersey setting of the 2021 recording, as verified by multiple sources, shows Trump explicitly acknowledging the secrecy of the material, directly contradicting his later assertions. Legal analysts note that this discrepancy may be critical in challenging his credibility under oath. Legal implications. Legal commentators have emphasized the recording's potential to strengthen the federal case. Trump's defense has previously argued that he possessed broad declassification authority as president and that any materials in his possession were lawfully handled. The audio, however, portrays him knowingly sharing classified content with individuals lacking proper clearance, undermining these claims. Federal prosecutors are reportedly treating the recording as a key piece of evidence in their ongoing indictment, which addresses false statements, obstruction, and mishandling of classified material. Prosecutors' strengthened case. The recording could significantly reinforce the prosecution's position. Not only does it feature Trump's voice confirming possession of highly sensitive material, but the physical documents recovered during the Mar-a-Lago search reportedly matched those he references in the tape. Testimonies from former lawyers and associates, including Rudy Giuliani, further corroborate the recording's authenticity. Experts note that the combination of the audio, recovered documents, and supporting witness accounts creates a compelling evidentiary framework for federal authorities. Potential violations outlined. The audio raises the prospect of multiple legal violations. Observers suggest that Trump could face scrutiny under statutes related to the mishandling of classified material, the Espionage Act, obstruction of justice, and potential perjury. By openly sharing classified information with individuals lacking clearance, the recording portrays conduct that federal prosecutors may argue constitutes a clear breach of national security protocols. Some legal analysts have described the tape as airtight evidence of knowing disclosure of classified content. Connection to Mar-a-Lago search. The Mar-a-Lago search, conducted by the FBI in 2022, yielded documents from safes and storage that reportedly correspond with the material Trump displays in the 2021 recording. Investigators view this link as a critical turning point, connecting Trump's direct acknowledgement of classified information with physical evidence seized during the search. The alignment between the audio and recovered documents strengthens the narrative that sensitive material was retained and shared improperly over an extended period. Possible consequences. Should the recording be introduced as evidence in federal court, the potential legal ramifications for Trump are significant. Each potential charge carries substantial penalties, ranging from fines to prison time. Beyond the courtroom, the audio could further damage Trump's political standing, complicating both his public messaging and any potential future campaigns. Legal observers anticipate that the recording will be a central piece of evidence in trial proceedings, with prosecutors likely highlighting it to demonstrate both awareness and intentionality regarding the handling of classified documents. The emergence of this 2021 audio recording represents a pivotal development in the federal classified documents case against Donald Trump. By documenting his possession and discussion of highly sensitive military material, the tape directly challenges his prior claims and strengthens the prosecution's case. As investigators and legal teams continue to review the implications, the recording is expected to play a defining role in shaping the trajectory of this high-profile investigation. Strategic and national security implications. Beyond the immediate legal ramifications, the recording raises broader national security concerns. By discussing and physically displaying a highly confidential military plan regarding Iran to individuals without clearance, Trump's actions, as captured in the tape, illustrate a breach of the fundamental protocols protecting sensitive U.S. defense information. Experts in national security law note that unauthorized disclosure of military operational plans can compromise strategic readiness, give adversaries insight into U.S. capabilities, and jeopardize diplomatic leverage. While there is no public evidence that any foreign actors accessed the material, the mere act of sharing classified information with unauthorized parties represents a serious lapse under federal law. Analysts also point out that this recording provides insight into Trump's understanding of the material's sensitivity. His repeated emphasis that it was highly confidential demonstrates awareness that the document carried legal and national security protections. In prosecutorial terms, this awareness is crucial, as it can establish intent, a key element in charges under the Espionage Act or statutes relating to mishandling classified documents. Contradictions and credibility challenges. The recording amplifies the tension between Trump's public narrative and documented evidence. His repeated insistence that he only retained media clippings and non-classified materials now stands in direct contradiction to the 2021 audio, where he acknowledges possessing secret military plans. Legal experts suggest that this gap may open avenues for allegations of false statements and perjury, particularly if the audio is paired with sworn testimonies from witnesses who observed Trump with classified materials. Former lawyers, including Rudy Giuliani and aides, may be called upon to corroborate the timeline and context, potentially solidifying prosecutors' claims that Trump knowingly misrepresented his handling of sensitive documents. Such corroboration is especially relevant because it combines testimonial evidence with physical evidence, documents recovered from Mar-a-Lago, and the audio, creating a triangulated body of proof. Implications for the federal indictment. The federal indictment, which centers on the unlawful possession and mishandling of classified materials, could be significantly reinforced by this audio recording. Prosecutors may argue that the recording not only confirms possession of classified content, but also shows that Trump actively engaged in sharing it with unauthorized individuals. Further, the timing of the recording, mid-2021, months after he left office, adds weight to the claim that Trump's possession of the documents was not incidental or temporary. It provides evidence that sensitive materials remained in his control during a period when he publicly claimed otherwise. Combined with Mar-a-Lago search findings, the audio creates a compelling narrative of deliberate retention and potential obstruction. Political ramifications. The resurfacing of the 2021 audio could also have profound political consequences. Trump's legal defense relies heavily on framing the federal investigation as politically motivated. However, the recording is difficult to interpret as partisan evidence. It is a factual capture of Trump acknowledging sensitive information in a private setting. Political analysts note that this could erode credibility among undecided voters and complicate fundraising and messaging for his campaign. Moreover, in an era where classified information management and national security are key voter concerns, this revelation could further polarize public opinion, drawing scrutiny not only from prosecutors but also from intelligence and defense professionals assessing risks posed by mishandled information. The role of media in public perception. Media coverage of this recording is likely to be decisive in shaping public understanding. CBS News' initial reporting highlights both the legal and strategic implications, but subsequent analysis by major outlets could dissect the finer points: the document's content, the nature of the audience present, and Trump's explicit acknowledgement of secrecy. Analysts note that the way the recording is framed, either as a national security breach or as a legal technicality, will significantly influence public perception. Furthermore, investigative journalists and commentators may cross-reference the tape with recovered documents, Meadows' memoir, and other first-hand accounts, creating a layered narrative that both informs and potentially pressures the legal process. Expert perspectives. Legal and security experts suggest several angles for further investigation. 1. Intent and knowledge. The audio suggests Trump knew the material was classified and understood the restrictions on dissemination, which is critical in proving willful mishandling. 2. Comparison with Mar-a-Lago documents. Analysts are reviewing whether the materials referenced in the tape match the exact content seized in the FBI search, reinforcing the chain of evidence. 3. Potential precedent. The case could set new legal precedents regarding the handling of classified material by former presidents, particularly regarding what constitutes personal possession versus declassified material. 4. Witness testimony alignment. Former aides and legal counsel may provide testimony confirming the context, reinforcing the audio's evidentiary value. Looking ahead, legal strategy and court proceedings. If introduced in court, the 2021 recording is likely to become a focal point of trial strategy. Prosecutors could use it to demonstrate Trump's awareness of the classified status of the documents, the discrepancy between public statements and private acknowledgement, deliberate handling and disclosure to unauthorized individuals. Trump's defense team may counter by arguing context, asserting claims of presidential declassification authority, or disputing the recording's interpretation. However, experts suggest that The combination of audio, documents, and corroborating testimony creates a multi-layered challenge for the defense. That wraps up our coverage of the newly surfaced 2021 audio recording in the Trump classified documents investigation. From holding a secret Iran military plan to contradicting his own statements, the tape adds another complex layer to an already high-stakes legal case, one that could have serious political and legal consequences. As the story develops, we'll continue to track every new detail, provide expert analysis, and break down what this means for Trump's legal strategy and the broader national security implications. If you want to stay ahead of the news and get the most comprehensive updates, don't forget to subscribe to Rapid Report. Hit the like button and share this video with your network. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your take on how this recording could impact the investigation and American politics. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more rapid updates here on Rapid Report.